Yo, coffee is good. It's 5:55 Eastern Standard Daylight Time, June 14th. I'm just getting around. Well, I've been around. I'm just getting around on for streaming. Gonna mute, take a couple sips of coffee. I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes doing this NeoVim setup beginner's guide. I've done it before. I use Vim, I use NeoVim, I use Kate, I use VS Code. Um, I just never really got my NeoVim like all the way going, so I'm gonna follow this person's uh, dev.to article, Effective NeoVim Setup, a Beginner's Guide by K. Road, and I already installed this. Know if I have the nerd font ready, and then there's this lazy Vim. I think I have already done this before, but since I'm possibly on a different distro, I'm possibly on, and I've done a big upgrade. It's a lot of, I was on Ubuntu 2304 or 2310 with a lot of custom stuff for various reasons. And uh, like I was running Ubuntu with the um, Plasma desktop instead, and there was just a lot of cleanup with package management and things to do, snap packages and files. So anyhow, I don't know if I'm going to start off with setting up LazyGit and this cloning LazyVim into home config and Vim directory. They do this, basic plugins installation. I think I'm ready to just, I think I'm ready to dedicate a little bit of time to it and then just start using. I'm using, when I stream, set this down. I just started streaming, so my mic isn't very good. I have to run it through a different machine audio relay into this one because the audio interface isn't good. And there's so much going on, it's like my machine wants to just take off. So I use Kate instead of VS Code. Just take everything, bog it down. Um, I'm also running so the video drivers start getting overloaded. And then directly, if I were to directly run off the audio drivers, they start getting bogged down. VS Code comes in, and just like since the Ubuntu 24 update, I haven't had as many issues, and OBS hasn't crashed on me. That my OBS wasn't. It's not my machine crashing, or it's OBS was crashing. So I started in Vim in this window. This is something I'm going to work on later. A game, I call it a game, called Syntax Blast. And so here in like 5 minutes, I'm going to start with this LazyVim, or not LazyVim, this NeoVim tutorial. And then I'm going to continue what I've been doing is I'm learning the Crystal programming, and I'm doing that on the exorcism.org website. So I've been through like 13, 14 of the exercises. There's 106 of them. Everything from real simple, hey, this is how you print something, this is how an array works, to modules and classes and their structures. I'm diving. I I want to have an advanced knowledge of crystal programming language because I'm going to be building some production applications and services using it. So I'm going all in on Crystal for a couple months. I mean, not like this is a raw this game thing. You know, this is vanilla JavaScript. Not even like I'll throw it all in one file. It's not modularized, or you know, I have one file. It's 83 lines long and have a game loop set up, some design stuff, but you know, knock it out as I go along. And then in Crystal, there's fun stuff I want to build as well along the way, so I'm going to be streaming that. So I'm going to mute. I'm going to pull up this effective NeoVim again. Take a few minutes. I have a list somewhere of goals for the day. Right here. Tonight's goals was last night. 3 more sections of Crystal Lang, track on exorcism.org. Dive back into syntax class, keep up a cadence of development. Research cool stuff, libs, crystal shards. A crystal shard is like a package, a library. It's what they, it's, shards is their package management system. And for audio and Linux Pulse Audio, I want to write some audio capture stuff, some audio stream capture stuff in Crystal. I just want to see what's out there as far as the shards, with like wrapper libraries around Linux, audio codec stuff is. So, and then, you know, research audio, video, Linux, free open source tools, and in general, just live code, and like look around, poke around at stuff. Just hanging out. Friday morning, 6:02 a.m. So I just started streaming like a couple weeks ago, and figuring it all out. I realized it's not easy, and I'm gonna suck at it for a while, but trying to gain an audience. And I do this all day, every day anyway, like my work, as a hobbyist and as a professional. And I realize there's a lot to share and teach. I want to get to where it's like I can collaborate with people live, and like, ooh, we're going to go contribute to an open source project. Oh, we're going to do this or look into this. Or I'll just sit and like read articles. So I'm going to mute, and so I don't have anything fancy to say. Oh, Mac, this is how I do. I use KDE Notes. Say, it's like the awesomest program ever. Not the awesomest, but back at like 6:15 a.m. Hey, Emma. Yeah, I see your messages. I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll send you a message right now. Good morning, Friday morning. Check, check. Hello. All right. Where did this back? 6:15 p.m. Stream goals. Complete all sections of Crystal on exorcism.org. Explore audio and digital signal processing with Crystal Lang. Work on a server-side event server, which I agree have them do another one. And like pubs subscribe stuff in Crystal Lang. Very good at connection pools and out stuff. Work on my game syntax class. Audio capture device, video capture, you know, audio capture and video device capture streams, concurrency in Crystal, network streaming, streamer, bytes over the wire for pre-process. I wrote this last night. I had already done 3 more sections on the Crystal language track on exorcism.org. Dive back into syntax class, research cool stuff, libs, crystal shards for audio, and Linux Pulse audio. Same thing, research audio, video, Linux stuff, and in general live code. And that's background. Now I don't want to rename it. Hide, I don't know how to get it back. It goes down here, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. Yo, Emma Watson. Yeah, I can get you Discord. I'm not going to be going on Discord during stream or nothing. I'll send you a link and you can message me on there. I've got to move a couple things around. Check, check, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Got to juggle a couple screens here. I have like a lot open going on here. Oh, and there's stream stats came back up. Just trying to look at it. My frames per second are really low. Average time to render a frame. Frames missed due to rendering. Yeah, I get too many windows and screens going. I've got to really like optimize it. I lost audio. There we go. Okay, that one. Notes. This one. Check, check. Okay. This one. I want to remove that. Chrome scan. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Good. Check, check. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So my Discord is the same as the name on here. HAXXR492. I don't think that's like, there's a way to get a link. There's a way it's like, yeah, like discord.com channels app. There we go. There we go. Go to my server. There we go. Boom. The beginning of the server, great. And invite people. There you go. Docs, chat. Boom. All right, and then I'll accept requests. Right now, I'm gonna go get back into what I'm doing, okay? All right, it is 6:33 a.m. Friday morning. And I'm just looking at my phone for a second. Okay. This morning, I am trying to do a bunch of things. My notes. I'm going to continue on crystal programming. I'm going to work on syntax blast. I was seeing what's going on Twitter. I'm going to do that first. But like right away though, the first thing is I'm jumping into the some NeoVim stuff. I'm going to spend 30 seconds glancing at Twitter's, which is probably why Chrome's bogging down so much. Like trying to, yeah, just closing it down. So I have NeoVim right here. And you know what? For now, I'm going to move to desktop to the top of my K editor. So I'm following this article on dev.to. There are some requirements needed to set up LazyVim. NeoVim. Yep, I have Git. NerdFont. Optional but needed cons. I think I might have installed it at one time. There's when I first got on here, it was explaining like I had a bunch of Ubuntu updates, and I might have wiped some of this stuff. I've done this before. So we're going to clone LazyVim starter repository into our NeoVim runtime path. So, which is right here, home/config NeoVim for macOS and Linux. Okay. So I'm going to close, not close. I'm going to clone this into change to home/.config/vim. Is that right? Yeah. And then git clone LazyVim starter into there. I might have other stuff. Okay. Already exists. It's not an empty directory. Yeah, I'm gonna erase very remove force home slash dot config slash in then triple check clear, and then I just realized no one can see this because this window needs to come down to about right here, and I need to zoom like a lot. So now I'm gonna get cloned. Unable to read current working directory, no such file. Cloning into, hold on, into home slash dot config new bin. Oh, there we go. I just erased it. Cloning into there. Got it. Next, run the command invim again to confirm that it is set up. And so it looks like I should be able to load this lazy vim up. I should be able to run this just from like home and vim. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Move this up. Just make it like right there. Now the bottom of my screen is at the actually at the bottom of the like um, the video capture screen. Of course, there's somebody mowing already. Friday morning. Friday morning, Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Somebody's already mowing. Not even 7 a.m. I mean, I'm up streaming, but so this is just loading. I'm going to see while that's happening. Basic plugins installation. It comes with a wealth of plugins pre-configured and ready to use. This section of the article introduces 2 more. Cool. Telescope, the fuzzy finder over lists. I can see why I'd want that, but why do I want a fuzzy finder over list though? For I guess paste the code telescope.lua file. I'm not going to do that yet. Config invim lua config lazy.lua. You can add this line. I don't want the fuzzy finder over this. I could see if it's for file search or something. Okay, I'll do this. It's a highly extendable fuzzy finder over list. To install this, you can create a new file in the plugins directory named telescope.lua. I didn't want that. Back, forward. close. Okay. So change directory into there and invent telescope Lua. This is still installing. So maybe. Page down, page down. So to quit, can I just, oh yeah, quit. It zoomed so much. Let me zoom out. Okay, I'm down. Okay, quit. Yeah, Q to quit. Okay, paste. Change directory into there. Detected by processing. No. This is why I was like, quit, paste. I'm going to change directory into here first. And then create this, nothing there. I'm going to use normal vim to do telescope.lua. I don't know scope.lua. And paste this in. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Right, quit it there. I can use them. I just don't. Then in config lazy.lua, you can add this below the last line. Okay. Copy. Go back to Lua, config lazy.lua. Copy. Change directory back. Lua, list. Change directory to config. List. Then lazy. This is kind of fun. Go to the bottom. Are they sure below the last line? Local built-in require this. I don't like, I didn't paste what I want in. I don't like blindly following, guides sometimes. It's like you screw it up or like something's not up to date. I like following the official documentation, and then even then sometimes it's not up to date, but this is great so far. I'm only going to spend like 15-20 more minutes on this, then I'm going to do crystal programming. The code above set up key maps to execute some of the functions provided by the NVIM telescope. C plus P, so control P, key binding, opens a fuzzy finder for files. Okay. So if I start, okay. I want to open up my whole file system on stream. Indian tree sitter. So I know I want tree sitter. Just like we did for the Indian telescope plugin, we'll create a new file in the plugins directory, treesitter.lua. change directory back one to plugins. Oh, I'm getting this already. I only have example and then telescope. I want one called treesitter.lua, then treesitter.lua, insert, grab this config file, back, ensure the ensure installed is a tuple that includes various languages you want to the parser for. Oh, really? So, yeah, my TypeScript's probably out of date. npm or npx probably out of date. But okay, what are they talking? Ensure installed. Oh, okay. It's all there. HTML, query. Well, I know I'm going to want, it's funny, the ones that are there. I know I want Python, Crystal, Go, Java. You can see a list of them here. I'm going to open that. I don't want to put them in. And that's it. First time, especially when you have habits that is different from what them preaches. It will be a slow, painful start, but in no time you'll pick it up. I know it'll be a slow and painful start, and I will. I'm not going to spend much of today on it, but I want to look at these languages to put in my ensure array. Oh, I've got to have Ada. Do I know? They just say go as go. Yeah. Go. And just Java is Java. Java, Java. Yeah. Go, Java. I think Crystal's like CR. No. That's not what I want. What was the list I was just looking at? Way down. I want CSS. I don't think it was on there. Okay, so them trace it early again. Answer. Sure install. C. Lua. Them. Query. Answer. That's it. Okay. It's have to be in one big line. Probably not. No. It's Lua. Yeah, I gotta mess. I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna go over to like here. Here. Comma. Screw everything up. Go, Java. HTML's on there. I'm going to leave this open for a second. Let's see. Docker files would probably be handy. Docker files. Gotta have me some Fortran. Clean, go. Do. Scanning. That's cool. There's an HTML Django one. I've heard of Janet. The Janet programming language. I've heard of Janet. Janet programming language. English. The Janet language. Jank. JanetLang.org. We're gonna look at that. Cool stuff. I could see how you could spend like a week really good. Oh, so why is there a Tmux one that? Oh, I'll add TypeScript. Yeah. Docker file. TypeScript. There was something else I was gonna. What was it? Something else that was above this that I. Oh, SQL. All right, and that concludes what I'm doing for that. All right. Quit. Clear. Nobody here. I'm gonna be back. All right. All right. All right. 7:03 a.m. Friday morning, Eastern Standard Time, June 14th. I'm going to be doing crystal programming, working on a vanilla JavaScript game, the hobby project. Um, I just did this effective NeoVim setup. I want to play with that, and I came across Janet programming. Janet is a functional imperative programming language. What? The entire language core library, interpreter, compiler, assembler, PEG, Janet and PEG is less than 1 megabyte. You can also add Janet scripting to an application by embedding a single C source file and a single header. What? What? A good system scripting language. I'm going to zoom way in now. Not that much. That's maybe better. Can't tell off too. I gotta refresh screen here. I think I'm having an issue. The stream, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's just like way behind available modules. I'm gonna have to refresh on that. There we go. I'm using Restream in out, and I'm monitoring the stream on Twitch on a different laptop, and it was just way behind. Had no plans on doing this today on the Janet language. I saw it in the tree setter file. You know what? Insert. Go ahead and add old Janet here. Janet. I would add like R. I want to keep on adding languages to this as needed. Then I just screw that up. I add a comma where it wasn't supposed to be. No. Good. So now I'm going to change directory to home slash dev home. No. All that's in here is syntax blast. That. So Janet is a fully functional and imperative programming language. It runs on Windows, Linux, Mac, has BSDs, which is run on other systems. With importing the entire thing, less than a megabyte. You can also add Janet scripting to an application by embedding a like, are people using this? Um, other programs. I'm learning Crystal, right? And it's good for systems programming. I wouldn't call it a scripting language. I could see like Janet and Crystal being phenomenal for something. Janet also can be used for rapid prototyping dynamic systems, domains where dynamic languages shine. Implemented mostly in standard C99, it runs on Windows, this and that. The few features that are not standard C, like dynamic library loading, are fairly straightforward. It can be easily ported to new platforms. Embeddable, it comes with a bit more out of the box. Embeddable languages such as threading, networking, and event. I mean, it's Friday. It's Friday. Why is the stream so far behind on? It's like, is it that far behind? Is it my own net? Is it? I think it's my own network. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So the Janet language, $2,000. Let me help you out. Introduce yourself and connect with fellow indie hackers. Okay. What are people commenting here? Had a clear plan of small tasks and goals this morning for live code and sidetracked checking out the Janet programming language. Do they have a back at use cases? All this about community, GitHub discussions, community. Do they have a Twitter? They have a Gitter, chat, help, website for discussion, forum, Janet Docs. I'm going to open Janet Docs in a new tab. Grab this link, copy. I'll scroll back down to this use cases, go to Twitter, at that, live code. You keep on just twitch.tv. I've been up and slept a lot the past couple days, so I just keep on doing work and screwing around. Had a clear plan on small tasks and goals this morning for live code, Twitch TV. Get your username right. And I'm sidetracked, checking out Janet programming language. Post. I want to see what Gabrielle. Hey Gabrielle. I'll connect with fellow indie hackers. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Build in public. Hashtag. I like that. Hashtag build in public. I click this. All-in-one group. All-in-one browser tab group manager. What is this from? One tab? Dude, Robert Shaw, I've been using one tab. Well, not group. I've been using one tab plugin for years. Not one tab group, but no, I wanted to click on this post by Gabrielle. Introduce yourself below and connect with fellow indie hackers. How do I do that? See? Reply. You don't even know how to use Twitter. Down to code and build in public and put in a twitch.tv. To enter, phone, at Gabrielle. When are people who post this stuff, are they like trying to sell you something? Are they building a community, or it's underscore that XYZ. Yeah, it's like one of those I'll follow you, you follow me things. Anybody sees this, hears this, I'm like new to Twitter, sort of. Had a Twitter account forever. I'm new to being public online. I'm new to software engineering. I've been inspired by a lot of streamers in the last couple months. I've always wanted to put together tutorials, video tutorials, code together like open source, like live open source contributions, um, all about the development community. Want to help out new developers, aspiring developers, those looking to learn. I can keep going. Today, I just tweeted, that's why I'm on the Twitters. Today, I was going to continue on learning Crystal programming language, working on a project I have called Syntax Blast, and got NeoVim set up, which I have before, but never spent time. That's what I was doing. And then I found that there's a language called Janet and just happened to look it up. Started reading about it. See, now I made changes to newest stuff. Okay, I still get lazy Vim. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to see. I'm not messing with it this second. I just found the Janet programming language. Oh, so did I not actually reply or I post? I don't know how that works. So I click it, right? And then it's going to pull up the actual post. Did I not reply or did I just post? Okay, I replied. Personal assistance, social media manager, a solid experience, man. Learned super base from zero to expert. I'm building my first indie project while working 9 to 5 as a web developer. Cool. The Bubble Guy, design and build digital tools for content creators using no-code tools like that Bubble. All right. My name is Mo. Things since you were 10. Cool. I replied, didn't even say, well, hi, I'm so-and-so doing this. I had, you know, refresh. Wait. Where's the license? I saw it. I did see something. I'm building a Microsoft as a service and a blog, web dev experience here. What's up, Orbit Mars Incognito 6 minutes ago? You sound legit. Legit. Same here. Web dev, software engineer. LED gaming. Yo. Yeah, Dale Gardner. Clipflow.co. What's Clipflow? Sold our last business for 180 million. I'm gonna follow you, dude. Follow Daryl Gardner. Clipflow.co. Awesome. I'm building stuff too. Also, Daryl Gardner. Speaking of, well, hold on. Hi, I'm Hunter. It's only 7:21 a.m. Eastern Standard. There's time. Hi, I'm Hunter. I'm a 22-year-old programmer and marketer from Spain. I'm finishing my studies, and my main project is to document how I grow from zero to create profitable software as a service. Cool, Jay Hunter. Go get it, man. Go get it. Sorry. Create affordable private social network website. Yeah. Everything's a CMS now. It's like a CMS on top of a CMS. Hosted the CMS on top of the CMS, hosted on cloud infrastructure that's powered by, managed by, CMS like UI. Like Superbase, it's basically a CMS for your database configuration, dashboards, how much money companies pay for, some dashboards. Expense tracker app. I like Hey Trinley from Vietnam. Good luck on your Iced Tea Labs. Got my money. Glad to connect. That's awesome. This will be on. I'm just going to keep on clipping, and I have all these other tabs going on, so I can come back and post this stuff. This will be on like YouTube. I'm streaming to YouTube also right now. I don't have any followers, or I mean, there's a couple, but I just started streaming. Um, Trying to within the last month, and I've gotten into it. I find it helps a lot with keeping moving in isolation. And when you get stuck in your own head as a creator, as a software engineer, or as an entrepreneur. And say it again, I'm going to keep on saying it. You get out there, interact with people. My birthday gift this year. My favorite childhood memory is my back not hurting. But you got to put yourself. Oh no, I don't like it. You got to put yourself out there as a. It depends. You don't. Not everyone has to put themselves out there like in market or anything. Everyone should attempt to be part of a community and your local community, and like the community around your hobbies and skills. Everyone should try to, and I'm not saying contribute, but you know, give and receive uh, those around you. Like spread your circle. Being a technology person myself, that's just comes with territory. A lot of other industries, no matter what it is, they have their own little niche crowds, and um, I wrote this SQL query on an empty stomach. Their own niche, like crowds and language, and and that's all that matters. Is that you somehow try to stay involved and just wake up the next day, keep up. Yeah, a little bit of a rant, but I'm just in my mind responding to some of the, you know, fast scrolling through Twitter. So I'm quitting, not quitting, I'm closing Twitter. I'm looking at the Janet programming language. I have another laptop that's catching up to this. I really hope my microphone wasn't out for long. It'd be less than a minute. Keep an eye on it. Audio relay um, goes out. So I'm going back about 30 seconds here. 7:27 Eastern Standard Time, June 14th. I planned on this morning continuing my work through programming exercises on exercism.org using the Crystal programming language. Cool language I've been learning. I want to learn it to like a very advanced level, where for instance, I don't have to think about or look up syntax or how to make decisions about how I want to organize or style my code. I want to be able to create good software with it that I fully understand and can test and like have like automated systems around development in it. And I want to make small little utilities to some actual like super just fun, not even valuable things, and then some like very uh, very enterprisey type applications that I'm working on with it in Crystal. I keep clicking back and forth. Anyhow, so I'm going through all the programming modules on using the Crystal language. Have been for a couple days. I'm only on like the 15th one, but studying the language. I have a vanilla JavaScript game that I said, yeah, it's an idea around in 2010. I decided to like come back. Right now, it's an index HTML file, one JavaScript file, and a CSS file. And I might work on that later today. So I've got to switch it up, have fun, get some Git commits in. And I followed, I got Vim going this morning, which I don't like. I use Vim, I use NVim, I use Tmux, I use Kate, I use VS Code. I just haven't dedicated the time to like really learn NeoVim or Vim, but like use them. I don't really like stumble around them, but I'm like, definitely like a novice. I'd have to look up. I get frustrated, like, oh, I can't point and click anymore. So when installing that, it led me to the Janet programming language. So in my scatterbrain, I decided, it's Friday morning, June 14th, and I went to their website. Here it is, which is like a really clean landing page. I'm way zoomed in. Like if I zoom all the way out, it's like this. Like, look how clean this looks. I mean, it's just the website's not anything to do with the language itself. And I figured I'm gonna really check this out. It's less than a megabyte. It's great for embedding. You can embed it as a single C source file, header file. So I'm gonna keep going until like 8 a.m. before I take a break. I'm gonna commit to that. Then it makes a good system scripting language or a language to embed in other programs. It can also be used for rapid prototyping, dynamic systems, and other domains where dynamic languages shine. Implemented mostly in standard C99, it'll run on pretty much all your operating systems. The new features that are not standard C comes with a bit more out of the box. Okay. One binary, that's always cool. I hope it's easy to like one binary or um like use make. You know what? It's mostly in standard C99. So maybe there's not a lot of like C++. First class green threads, continuations. I wonder if garbage collection is built in. Mutable, immutable arrays and hash tables, immutable strings, macros. It sounds like it sounds like it might be difficult to learn. We'll see. No. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. I'm not dogging on it, but Director interact with C functions, scoping, what 500 plus functions and macros in the core library. Parsing expression grammars built into the core library. It sounds like you could do some really creative, like interesting things in it. Like it'd be really good for, try it, check this out. Really? Can't print hello world? Can I just run it? Just hit enter? Is this embedded Janet interpreter in the browser? Oh, WebAssembly. So their compiler transpiled is compatible with like as a WebAssembly. So usage REPLs launch with the Janet when the Janet binary is invoked, no arguments. H to the flag for usage information. Individual scripts can run Janet. My script Janet. Cool. If you're looking to explore, you can print a list of all available macros, functions, and constants by entering the command all bindings. I think I've got to install it and check it out. While I'm in the middle of learning, trying to deeply learn another language. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's some a short list of libraries, modules. Spawn a web browser for creating HTML, CSS UIs on any platform. Web view. There's bindings to SQLite. Nice. There's a web framework. Open in link tab. An HTTP server for Janet. Bindings for lib for 2D and 3D game development. I'm just reading and reading. That's how I found Janet there, but there's a NeoVim tree sitter. Okay. The Janet Zulip instant. Zulip chat. Okay. Like I've heard of Zulip. Oh yeah, it's Zulip chat. Website for discussion. Janet docs. Calvin Rose and contributors 2024. Calvin Rose, you must be pretty awesome. Core API, forum. What's up with the download? Releases. April 15th. They were released like, within 2 months ago. Tweak fiber last week. The other people here, of course there's people here involved, but so I'm taking it you can just, with macOS, you can just untar this thing and run like what make. I'm going to go to the Janet docs. I gotta zoom this one. It's kind of lispy. Everything's a function wrapped, everything's I want to call it a function. It's a closure. Example macro 1, 2, 3 returns 1, 2, 3. Define args 1, 2, 3. Assert example macro 1, 2, 3. Eval For example, macro. Apply is for functions, but there's always a val. Okay, okay. These are just random recent examples. Okay. Okay. I don't know what like. I can read it, but I can't read it. I'm not trying to take too much time to look. But see, I look over on my other screen, and the stream is like so far in. I don't know if it's like my local, if it's network, or if it's and this one's been going for, let's see, hour and 44 minutes. Like yesterday, I had the stream going for like 7 hours at a time, 7 hours once, a 3 4 hour one, but and it didn't seem to like lag like this. I did start using Restream to stream both channels. So we'll see if it like completely is like audio video is off and all screwed up. Not too worried. Okay, libSDL2. Check this one out. Create a SDL window. Yeah, forever. Read pipe -R 4096 4096 bytes at a time. That's when not no text, right? Read a series of read a series of strings from the pipe in parallel to writing to the other side to avoid the program from hanging if the pipe is full. There's some interesting creative stuff going on here. Range of 10, map, args, star, arg. I'll multiply arg by arg. And then range of 10, so 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. Let's see, 16, 25, 36. So it's like I don't know exactly what's going on, but rather do it again. Whoa. Okay, thread chan 1000. Producer, no. Forever, see, adding data from the producer, no. Consumer, printing from consumer, no. This is sort of, uh, connection channel, like spawn between threads. Producer and one producer, consumer two, or one consumer two. Recursively flatten all indexed like values. One, and then like at two, then these nested weird littles. only applies to index values. Other values are untouched. Flatten this. Okay, I'm going to the top of this because it's just like these are just playground. I'm feeling lucky. GitHub, sign in. Adopted Janet Docs. Playground. I'm feeling lucky. Where's the docs? Whoa. Janet Docs bindings / random internal server error. So are there no like assert, apply, example function args, eval, example macro args? I can see why it's like it said it ships with like 100. Is this math? Okay, math seed random, like 500 something functions, and I thought it said I might have to segue. I'm gonna segue off of the and I'm not gonna get it installed and play with it today. I'm gonna keep it in the back of my mind. So what's changed? What's changed? Small fix over that. Okay, I don't want to. Oh, I'm on the releases page. Janet Lang. So I'm learning Crystal Lang, which refers to like mineralogy, geology, crystals. But it's funny you search Crystal Lang. There's like thousands of humans out there named Crystal Lang, and I'm sure that there are plenty of Janet Langs as well. Definitely. JanetLang.org. Janet. It has its own virtual machine. Support various Janet utility modules. So this is like the official contrib Janet project manager. It looks and sounds awesome for like something really specific that you might want to do. It doesn't seem like a language that you just pick you just pick it up. Like I mean, I had no plans on checking out all their documentation, but you don't just use it for a very specific reason. Like you want to use it the like SDL2 bindings. You want to use just the what was it, the threading model that they can keep it capabilities, channel the inner channel thread communication stuff. But their homepage is like, where's the website at again? Described it as like a scripting language, but it's a very tiny drop in like functional imperative. The core library, the interpreter, the compiler, the assembler. It's less than a megabyte. documentation. This is what I needed to go to, is the core API. There we go. See, now I'm even more sold though. Like fibers. Here's list of, okay, how you do arrays, buffers, tables, structs, tuples, how you do loops. So here's where one would start. What is this? What is this wall of, I don't know. How to do object-oriented programming in the language. What caught my eye was like parsing expression grammars. I'm gonna right click and open the networking one. This wall of stuff I don't understand, but I'm going through this documentation. It said right on the home, it was like ships with like 500 something built-in functions and utilities, and I'd like to see what's in this OS. So yeah, it's like you would choose it to use it for, like, you just want to use this cron. You know, I keep hesitating to call it like a package, or it's a mod. They're modules, because all this ships within the single binary. Um, I wonder what raw term is. Net REPL. I bet that's the. I bet net REPL's what's used. They put that. They have the live interpreter on their website. So then there's a CP API for embedding wrapping types config. It's probably a lot of glue code. It's something to keep in mind, like something to keep in mind. Like, it seems very interesting. And again, you'd want really specific. Like, I went to the networking. I'm gonna see what's in there. This is the core API networking. Yeah, like multi-threading. Oh, they have like a little paper here. I'm gonna read it. Uh-oh, I zoomed and lost the page. Okay, networking. The internet is a huge part of our daily lives. The situation is no different for programmers. Janet has basic support for connecting to the internet out of the box. The Net module provides a socket-based networking interface, portable, simple, and general. Client and server abstractions for sockets, so you can get like, yeah, like TCP socket and UDP datagrams. So you can get like down to writing core level, networking utilities and protocols. So servers can handle multiple clients on a single thread. I can't believe I saw that there was the language named Janet, and now like 30, 40 minutes uh, later, kind of discovering this. I've heard of this before, Beach's Guide to Network Programming. This would be interesting. You'd have to imagine you can do some really like Internet of Things. They said it ships 1 megabyte total binary, like Internet of Things is what I'm thinking. I wanted to create a some Internet of Things connected music devices, right? Embedded systems. And this is the type of language like within that I could see being the main workhorse for. So you can stream sockets, provide an ordered, reliable sequence of bytes across the network. This is exactly what I want to do with Crystal. In order to send messages, a connection must be established. Yeah. These are the most common type of socket, and the default socket type is not specified in most sections. In the default, these are the most common kind of socket, and the default if a socket type is not specified in most functions. TCP client needs to call net connect, get a socket, net read, and net write. The third argument to net connect should be stream, although it is optional as the stream sockets are the default. So TCP server, net.listen, repeatedly accept connections to the server with net accept. Handle and eventually close each connection. Here we go. This I can read. When I was looking at the, hold on. This I can read when I was looking at the original, I don't know, the first stuff I was doing like math, cosines and things. This is all I need to see right there. It's like, yeah, I want the HTTP server. So hello from this to this. Maybe this summer I'll spend a weekend. I want to take some. I want to hook up some audio devices together and have them be able to stream bytes to like to each other, but then across the internet to other of the same devices. Same thing is it's like I want to network uh, individual computers. I mean, through a main connections server, but not like laptops or phones. In many cases, the programmer wants to handle more than one connection at a time. Yeah. Separate fiber. This is a lot like Crystal language that I'm learning. There's a lot of the same, not a lot of the same the channels and fibers. So this is like a huge thing. I love how so it's put real nicely into one paragraph. In many cases, the programmer wants to handle more than one connection at a time. The EV module can be used to great effect here to handle each new connection in a separate. Hold on, I'm doing something. In a separate fiber, so that the accepting loop can accept the next, connection as possible. So let's look at this server. Listen, connection, defer, close connection. Events. As soon as they arrive, boom. And so look, handle connections as soon as they arrive, call handler. So handlers defined here, call it there. This is cool. I'm gonna find, they say that sometimes you're looking for uh, like there's a tool that look like I'm like I wish I had a problem to solve with this language. UDP, what was I thinking about with UDP? Just sort of um, like you can do really cool audio networking stuff with this language, it looks like as well. Streams, byte streams. Datagram sockets provide an out of order, fast way to send datagrams across the network. Yep. Here's the UDP client right there. A datagram server is a bit simpler than a stream server since there's no need to manage connections. Yeah, program listens for packets. Look up IP or domain names. There's like a DNS module. Unix like raw sockets. All non-blocking operations in the net module avoid blocking by yielding to the event loop. Functions in the module for manipulating fibers. Okay, multi-threading was before this. I'm on the net package. Now there's process management. I'm just really, like, I don't have time for exploring this into, you know, I don't have time to I don't have time this weekend to write something practical in the Janet language, but this is fascinating to me. Process is primarily with two approaches. OS execute. Now there's a more complex way. Yeah. Executing a process. The UI looks all funny like this because I'm so way in. You can spawn multiple processes, manage them. Spawning a process. All right, I'm getting into the weeds. Into the OS module. Get into the weeds and it's 8:01 and I haven't done what I was going to, but now my mind is expanded because I found the Janet programming language. Oh, so this is like a wraparound, like, oh, it's change directory, change mod, clock. Turn the current time of the requested clock source. Get the compiler used to compile the interpreter. Huh. I bet you can't do that in, like, you start, like, say, like, node in your terminal. I'm not talking about that JavaScript can't do it. Like, node in the terminal. Can you, is it, like, built in? It's not built into the language. Like, I want to know what compiler was used to compile the interpreter for the machine that I'm on. Your CPU count. Yeah, like you could do some like real systems programming here. Execute. I could see there's a SQLite module they have. I could see some really interesting, yes, multi-threaded file system, like things going on between, like something like a graph of SQLite like instances running and that are all talking to each other and updating each other. All right. I'm gonna clip stuff, clip that, clip that. I'm gonna put up a sign, clip that. I'm done looking at Janet language. There is their Joy framework. There's web framework, maximalist web framework for list. I've actually gone to. Yeah. Done. I just go ahead and bookmark it. Close that. I'm pulling. You completed castle dinner. I'm pulling up my note thing. Today's goals in general. Blah blah blah. Live code. It's the center. Back at 8:20. 8:20 EDT. Yeah, real fancy. Real fancy. Home. Up. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, back up. And I'm muting and back at 15 minutes. Not what I want to do. I want to scroll all the way down. I want to make this window small, low. Then I hit my right mouse button against the desk. All right, muting. Gonna focus in, do more crystal programming, do syntax class, screw around on another 10, by 2-3 hours I'll be ready for a nap. Okay, be back.